Have you ever tried explaining something to a child, but no matter how many times you repeated it, they still don't get it? It doesn't mean that the child is being naughty or that they're not smart enough. It simply means their way of thinking isn't ready to understand it yet. Children make sense of the world depending on their stage of cognitive development. At certain ages, there are ideas they just can't process yet because their thinking is still growing, changing, and developing. And that's exactly what John Piaget's stages of cognitive development explains. It shows how children think, learn, and understand differently as they grow older. By knowing these stages, teachers, parents, and even students like us can understand why some lessons seems easy at one age but challenging at one another. Before we begin, here are the learning objectives for this lesson. By the end of our discussion, you should be able to identify the 4 stages of cognitive development according to John Piaget. You will also be able to explain the key concepts in his theory such as schemas, assimilation, accommodation, equilibrium, and disequilibrium. Next, you should be able to describe what children can and cannot do in each stage of development. You will also learn to give simple examples of learning tasks that match each cognitive development. And finally, you will recognize how Piaget's theory helps teachers guide and support pupils based on how they think and learn. With these objectives, it will help us understand the whole framework of Piaget's theory and how it applies in real-life situations. Now, before we delve into his theory of cognitive development, let us take a quick look at who Jean Piaget was and why his work is important in understanding how children think. So Jean Piaget was born in 1896 and was a Swiss psychologist known for studying how children's thinking develops. According to Papalia and Feldman 2011 and Witsch-Czupiański 2017, his work greatly shaped modern educational psychology. Before becoming a psychologist, Piaget was actually trained as a biologist and philosopher. He even published research on sparrows and mollusks as noted by Berman 2012. Later on, he worked with Alfred Binet, the creator of the first IQ test. While scoring children's test answers, Piaget noticed something interesting. Children of the same age often made the same kinds of mistakes. This observation made him curious about how children's thinking change as they grow, which led him to study cognitive development more deeply. Piaget discovered that children don't think like adults right away. Their thinking develops slowly, changes through experience, and improves as they learn new things. To understand this better, he watched children play, interviewed them, and even studied his own kids. He was also one of the first to explore what we now call theory of mind, or the idea that each person has their own thoughts and feelings. His most famous contribution is the theory of cognitive development, which explains that children's thinking develops in 4 stages. Number 1, sensory motor stage from birth to 2 years. The second is pre-operational stage from ages 2 to 7 years old. The third is concrete operational stage from ages 7 to 11. And last, the formal operational stage from around age 12 and up. With these stages, it helps us understand how children think, learn, and make sense of the world as they grow.
Basic cognitive concepts. So first, we have here the schemas and constructivism. When we say schemas, it is like a mental folders where you store all your knowledge and information. For example, a kid has a schema for dog, like we already know that the dog has 4 legs, fur, tail, and barks. So by that, every time makakita or maka-encounter siya iro, automatic na siya makarelate ana nga schema. And on the other hand, Constructivism means nga kids build their own understanding through experience. They don't expect nga ma-feed lang sa ila ang information, but they actually learn by exploring and interacting sa ilang surroundings. Like for example, when they play, observe, and even experiment, they can be able to form their own idea about how things work. And next, we have here the adaptation. Adaptation is like when kids adjust their thinking para masabtan nila ang new information. So they try to balance kung unsa na ilang nahibaw-an and they're still learning. This happens through two processes, which is the assimilation and accommodation. For example, kanang a kid used to think all dogs are cute and friendly, but then nakamit siya og stray dog nga medyo aggressive. Now, the kid learns nga not all dogs are the same, so they adjust their learning, and that's adaptation already. Like kanang learning to balance old and new ideas. Next is the assimilation. Assimilation is like when you learn something new but it still fits sa imong existing knowledge without kana changing one's understanding. For example, you already know nga a dog has 4 legs, fur, and it barks. Then you see another type of dog like a poodle. Nya, you still think nga, okay, dog day gihapon ni siya. And by that, you just add that information sa imong existing understanding. Nga dogs came in different types. So, basically, assimilation is when you observe new information pero same concept ra gihapon. You just make your knowledge wider without changing what you already believe.
Accommodation or changing ideas. To fix the confusion, the child changes or updates their understanding. This creates a new or modified idea or scheme. Example, the child learns dogs are 4-legged pets with certain features. Cows are different animals. Their brain updates it's categorized. This is accommodation. So what is equilibrium or mental balance? This is when a person's knowledge matches what they see or experience. They understand things correctly, so their mind feels balanced. Example, a child knows what a dog looks like and can correctly identify different dogs. Everything they see fits their understanding, so means no confusion. Disequilibrium or confusion. This happens when a person experiences something new that doesn't fit what they already know. It causes confusion or imbalance in the mind. Example, a child who thinks all 4-legged animals are dogs sees a cow and is told it's not a dog. They feel confused. Their knowledge doesn't fit reality. Although uncomfortable, this equilibrium is important because it motivates learning.
Stages of cognitive development. Stage 1, sensory motor stage, 0 to 2 years old. In this stage, infants learn by using their senses and motor skills. They don't use language or symbols to represent objects or ideas initially. A major milestone is development of object permanence, understanding that objects continue to exist even when they are out of sight. For examples, peekaboo. This classic game is enjoyable for infants because they are still mastering object permanence. When you cover your face, they think you are disappeared. Preparational stage 2 to 7 years old. In this preparational stage 2 to 7 years old, children begin to use language, drawing, and pretend to play represent their ideas and thought. thinking is egocentric, meaning they struggle to see things from other people's perspective. They assume everyone sees the world as they do. They rely on intuition rather than logic. They don't understand conversation, the idea that quantity of something remains the same, even its appearance changes. For examples, cookies. You give a child cookie and then break another cookie into two pieces. The child believes that the broken cookie is now more than to the whole cookie, even though it's the same amount. Others characteristics include: first, symbolic function. Symbolic function, the ability to represent object or event with symbol or words. This means children can use one thing to stand for another. Examples: a child using banana as a phone or drawing a picture of their family to represent them. Second is egocentrism, thinking everyone sees the world the same way they do. Children at this age struggle to understand that others may have different perspectives, feelings, or knowledge than they do. Examples: a child buying a toy car as a gift of their mother, assuming she will like it because they like it. Third is centration, focus only one aspect of situation. This involves tendency to focus on just one features of object or situation, neglecting others relevant aspect. For examples, a child may complain that they have less juice than their friend because the juice is taller, narrowing glasses, even though both glasses contain the same amount. Fourth is irreversibility, difficulty reversing step in their thinking. This means child struggle to understand that action can be undone or reversed. For examples, a child may get upset if a sandwich is cut in half because they think they now have more sandwich and they can't mentally rewrite it back to the original whole sandwich. Fifth is animism, believing non-believing things. Boys, cloud have human trait. This means assigning feeling, intention, and human characteristic to inanimate object. For examples, a child scolding a table for being naughty after bumping into it or believing that their stuffed animals are alive and have feelings. Last is transductive reasoning based on linking unrelated events. This means making connection between separate events that are not logically related, leading to a logical conclusion. For example, a child believing that they got sick because they were mean to their siblings, or thinking that they caused the rain because they were wearing their favorite toy.
Yes, sa stage 3 sa katong conquered operational stage, ang katong iyang key characteristic first is katong logical thinking, makatag-an og makasabot sa rason. Sa ani nga edad, ang bata kabalo na maghunahuna og logical basta naa siya makita o mahikap nga butang. Example, kung imong ipakita duha ka baso nga lahi ang porma pero pareho og tubig, makasabot na siya nga pareha ra gihapon ang tubig bisan lain ang shape sa baso. Ikaduha, katong conservation, pagka-consistent sa quantity. Makasabot na siya nga kung imong buhaton og laing porma ang usa ka butang sama sa clay o tubig, dili mapasabot nga nagbago ang iyang kadaghanon. Example, Pareho ra gihapon kadaghan ang tubig bisan ibubo nimo sa taas og lapad ngat baso. And then pangkatulo, reversibility, balik sa original state. Makasabot ang batang ang usa ka butang pwedeng usbon og ibalik sa dati. Example, kung i-roll nimo ang clay, pwede ra pod nimo i-flatten balik. And then pangkaupat, classification og sortation, paggrupo og pag-arrange. Kabalo na siya mag-group sa butang based sa color, size, o shape. Og mo-arrange sa logical order, gamay padung dako. Example, mag-arrange siya sa lapis gikan sa pinakataas hangtod sa pinakagamay. And then, pangkalima, less egocentric, mas kasabot sa uban. Dili na kaayo siya self-centered, makasabot na siya nga lahi ang perspective sa uban. Example, makasabot siya nga ang iyang friend basin lahi og gusto o lahi og emotion. And then sa katong limitation, lisod pa sa bata ang abstract o hypothetical ideas, mga butang nga dili makita o mahikap. Kinahanglan gihapon siya og hands-on experience para masabtan jud niya ang lesson. Dinhias sa stage 4 sa formal operational stage, katong key characteristic is first ay katong abstract thinking. Hunahuna nga dili lang sa makita. Makahunahuna na ang bata sa mga idea nga dili makita o mahipos sama sa justice, freedom, o love. Example, makadiscuss na siya kung unsay fear o unfair. And then pangkaduha, hypothetical deduction reasoning, pag-test sa idea. Maka-imagine na siya og situation o maghimo ng hypothesis, unya i-analyze mentally kung unsa ang resulta. Example, unsa kaha kung wala ko'y study, mapasa ka ko? Dayon siya magunahuna sa possible outcomes. Then, pangkatulo, problem solving, pangita og solusyon. Dili lang siya mag-trial and error kung di magplano og mag-analyze sa steps para makasolbad sa problema. And then pangkaupat, lastly, metacognition, paghunahuna sa kaugalingong paghunahuna. Kabalo na siya ma-reflect, ma-evaluate kung sakto ba yung strategy o kung unsay dapat usbon. Example, mas maayo siguro nga mag-review ko kada gabi kaysa mag-cram. Application, sa ani nga stage, mas capable na siya sa moral reasoning o philosophical thinking, maka-question sa unsa og sakto o sayop. Kabalo na siya magplano para sa future o maghunahuna sa long-term goals. Pero dili tanan adulthood, maabot dayon ang full potential ani nga stage, depende gihapon sa education o life experience sa bata. Overall, ang concrete operational stage kay focus sa real, tangible things kinahanglan makita o mahikap para masabtan sa bata. Ang formal operational stage kay focus sa abstract o logical thinking, makahunahuna na siya sa ideas, possibilities o future.
Benefits of the teachers to their pupils. First is knowledge sharing. When we say knowledge sharing, teachers give pupils the lessons, skills, and information they need to learn new things. Kumbaga, ang teachers mag-give sa mga pupils og lessons, skills, and of course, when we say skills, is ang kaning mga nahibawan sa mga students and new information they need to learn new things. That's knowledge sharing. And the second one is guidance and support. When we say guidance and support, teachers helps pupils when they have difficulties, giving advice and encouragement. When we say teachers, when we say guidance and supports, of course, teachers, as teachers, mo help ta sa atong students kung asa sila galisod, and then we should give guidance and encouragement sa atong mga students in the future. And the third one is character building. Character building kay teachers teach discipline, respect, and good values not only for academics. Of course, ang teachers, as teachers, we learn how to discipline sa atong mga students in the future. Most importantly, ang respect gyud sa matag usa ka estudyante nato, and of course, good values not only for academics but for their self.
Skill development. Teachers help pupils develop important skills such as critical thinking, problem solving, and communication. They encourage students to analyze information, ask questions, and express their ideas clearly. Inspiration and motivation. Teachers motivate pupils to dream big, work hard, and believe in their abilities. They serve as role models and give encouragement when students feel discouraged. Future preparation. Teachers prepare pupils for the next grade level, future careers, and real life situations. They teach practical knowledge and life skills that students will need as they grow up.